Hey boys, welcome back to some more Nrl Supercoach. It's going to be the round 6 pre-lockout video here. We're going to go through the usual, so I'll work through my trades, what I'm planning. Obviously, we'll go through a little bit of future planning. I might have a quick squiz at the buys. I won't spend too much time on it because it's round 6, but it's worth noting, especially having a look at like the mini buys as well, the mini backups. We'll look at sit starts and captain vice captains, which is probably, unfortunately, the only thing you really need to worry about. Fucking getting the captain right, dude. Just get your captain right. It'd be so easy if you nailed it every week. You'd be flying. So let's have a quick look. So I'm a little torn this week. There's some great pickups. I talked about in the last video, Egan versus Thomas Cant. I still think I'm on the Cant train. I think I prefer that over Dylan Egan. I still think so. I'm not sold. I like one of them. Well, I like both of them. It's just a matter of who I go. And Egan looks like the better long-term play. He'll obviously make money a little slower. Oh, it should be quite a bit slower. The minutes are good, but is he gonna continue playing that many minutes when Emery Gula's back? He's every chance to, and then there's a potential that he could end up getting a starting spot on the edge. He's obviously highly touted. Thomas Cant, you know for a fact, he's going to score well. Well, at least every chance he scores pretty well the next couple of weeks. He'll make a stack of cash, and you're just using an extra trade to get sort of Dylan Lucas back in. I talked about the plan. Bring Cant in, hopefully makes a heap of cash. You could wait an extra week on Lucas just to make sure no re-injury when he's back. And then, you'll have to trade up a little bit. Hopefully not that much, but trade up to Dylan Lucas. So it's one extra trade. And I think with the amount of trades we got, with the team looking pretty good, that is what I'm leaning towards. Because the thing with Egan, okay, you can have a guy that is a bit of a slow burn. You can play at times, but do you need it? Do you need him to be there? Because you're still people might argue that, okay, you bring Cant in, but then you have to trade him out anyway. But what are you doing with Egan? He's not gonna be a keeper. He's not going to be a guy that you play in your 17 when you don't have a heaps of guys. When you've got a fully stocked side. Egan's not going to be a guy like that. So you're still going to want to take advantage of his cash. You're still going to use a trade to either upgrade him or downgrade him at a later point. You would think. Otherwise, you're sort of wasting a bit of potential there. So you're still using an extra trade. You're just backloading it. So I don't know. I think the argument that Cant is only good for a 2-week play, that's fine. And some circumstances you don't want to do that compared to someone else. But if you're weighing them up, at the end of the day, I'm not going to tell you not to get Egan. I'm not going to tell you not to get Cant. I think I'm leaning Cant, but that's just my thought process. The question is, and this is what I'm tossing up. I don't actually need to make 2 trades. Obviously, the Melbourne Warriors game is very juicy. Amy Park, 2 p.m. The Warriors have not been good. They're coming off a bye, which, I don't know. It could be good, it could be bad. The Storm could put on some points. The guy I would love to get, and I prefer Ali Katoa over Hughes, because I'm still in the mindset that I actually think Nico Hines next week. Depending. We'll see what happens this week, but I think I might actually go Nico Hines next week rather than a Jerome Hughes. So Ali Katoa for me, looking at the Storm boys, obviously I can't get Pappenhausen in. I'm not going to trade one of my fullbacks for Pappy. Cameron Munster, sure. Granted, I could trade Metcalf to Pappenhausen. You could do that. you could just do that and get Munster in, but I still the thing about Metcalf, right, is this big ton that he scored, like an absolute outlier. It definitely could be. Looking at the scores, dude. Oh my word. A 12, a 117. How did he fucking score? I need to see what his what did he do for 117? So a try, only 2 try assists, a heap of goals. That helps. 24 points in goals. Not many tackles. Couple of tackle busts, 1 offload, 1 line break, 2 line break assists, and a few runs. Then a 23 and a 54. This is my purpose for holding Metcalf, right? You don't have to play him. I got Jane Campbell. I'm happy to play Campbell every week. Even against the tough matchups, I'm very happy to play Campbell, unless obviously he's on the bye, but they've already had their early bye, so it's fine. Metcalf has a couple of shockers, but then Newcastle, Cowboys, Dragons, Dolphins, and then he also plays the first bye and the backup after that. Now, he could lose a stack of cash, and maybe I don't play him at all, but I still don't mind the hold. I know, obviously in a bubble, Munster is clearly the better option, but again, Munster's got Origin coming up, and I know it's a fair way off still, but he does, and at the end of the day, the scores for Munster, they've been good, but a 99, fantastic. Then a 61, 57, another 93 in a game they scored. He was on 80 after 20 minutes. They do also have a great run. I will grant you that. Warriors, Dolphins, South, Canberra, West, then the Sharkies. I think I'm just going to forego Munster. I think I'm just going to forego Munster. Don't get me wrong, maybe holding Metcalf is just a silly play, but I think spending the trade elsewhere is fine. I think it's fine, and I'm the other part here is Latrell. So there's every chance if Latrell plays 3 games of 5'8", if he does, there's every chance he gets the dual 5'8" fullback, right? So I don't want to lock myself in, then having to go someone to Latrell, because if Latrell's 5'8", you just slot him straight in, right? I'm not just solely basing not going Munster on that fact, but I don't know. I still like the potential of Metcalf, and I just want to see a little more. He got that big ton. He's been very inconsistent. He's had some shockers, but if everyone's jumping off him again, it could be a pod. It could be a very decent pod hold. So I'm holding firm. Obviously, I'm not expecting much in the next couple of weeks, and that's fine. I'm not playing him. I'm not expecting a lot. So it is what it is. The other Storm boys, obviously, Eli Katoa is definitely coming into the team, either this week or next. Jerome Hughes, it's out of him and Hines. I'm still leaning Hines, and I'm very curious to see what the ownership is like at the end of this round and next week, see what it sort of shapes up as. Because if people are jumping off Hines onto Hughes, I'd be very happy to pick up Hines. And then Harry Grant, I'm not that I'm not that interested at the moment. I'm happy enough to have a dummy half scoring like 40 to 50. There's going to be games. I'm sure there's going to be games in the next few weeks where Grant finally gets a bit of attack and goes bonkers. You know, in the next couple of weeks, I still could look to get him in. I don't hate it, and you just hold him for the rest of the season at that point. Like the price he'll be at will be very juicy, and you just hold him. Like I just wouldn't bother trading him out over Origin. If he plays reduced minutes, it is what it is. Like, you just hold him, you take the low scores, but you know for a fact he could still turn it on in the back end. So that could be the play. Like, in a couple of weeks, maybe we do jump on Grant. We get rid of Mamazoulis or Starling for that matter, depending. Or even Sandon Smith could go if we're going to bring in Hughes. So we will work that out. So for me, Eli Katoa is the only Storm guy that I'm, like, definite on. Even though there are, like... It's hard to go past some of the potential there. It's just it is a tough one. So what am I doing? Let's have a look at our like sit starts first to see where the 17 or 18 sits. So again, I think I'm happy to play Starling over Mamazoulis. Well, I don't know. I don't know. Souths are taking on the Cows. They're both really good matchups for both these guys. It's just Starling playing 50 minutes against the Eels. He could go bonkers, but again, you'd think the Eels would be at least up for it in the first half when he's on the field. Mamazoulis up against the Cowboys. The Cowboys obviously have been better, but I don't know. Their ruck defense can be a bit all over the shop. I could see... You know what? I think we might take a punt this week and go Mamo over Starling. I think at the end of the day, Starling... if his minutes bump up, like, fair enough. But if he's playing 50 minutes, he's not going to hurt me not playing him. The most he could get is, 70 points. With, a try or something. Then, obviously, Payne Haas, Terrell May locked in. At the moment, White. Obviously, Tino is suspended, so Olakua to come on down. Horsburgh, Nicholson, that's fine. Lockie Hubner is obviously a potential reserve if we needed. Cleary, Campbell, locked in. Sandon Smith, nah, don't love him against the Bronx. Luke Metcalf, no. And then Garrick, Maju, Arthurs, Jenkins. Gutho, Ponga, and then I like Iongi. I'll take the punt on him again. The other reserves, it is a little weak. I mean, if we're holding White, we'd obviously reserve White. Purdue against, you know what? I think I'll take the gamble on Purdue this week, and then Shibazaki. I mean... Is he due? I don't know. I think if we're keeping it like this, we'd probably go Shibazaki just for the upside. That's with no trades, obviously, right? We're going to, and this is the other reason why I like Kant as well. Like, he is so playable. He's so playable. Yeah, I'm making this. I'm going Cant over Egan. I like Egan. I like Cant. I'm not going to get both. I don't need both. If you've got an extra, if you haven't used as many boosts as me, you could boost and get both and make a big upgrade somewhere else. But I'm not going to boost another time to get 2 cheapies in. They could be great cheapies, but I don't need to. I really don't. Going forward, we got a Billy Smith coming up on the bubble. Even the Hugo young fella at the Roosters, if he looks good, that could be a downgrade as well. There's other guys coming up. The money is fine. So I think, for now we just get rid of Gula for Kant. That's fine. Gula's got to go. He doesn't have to. He would come back in. He'll probably make some more money. But Actually, has he made money yet? Gula? Yeah, he did. He had like a... Yeah, he made like 30k, 26 break even, but obviously we're getting rid of him. I'm never going to play Gula. He was... Honestly, I still feel like he was a pretty good pickup at the start. He did well, but it just... it panned out that the front row and the back row, more the front row, was just absolutely stocked. So it was not like in previous years, Gula at like 300k punching out like 50 points. Like, my God, that's a godsend in the front row. But like, it's just not the case this year. So let us go down. This also, it frees up 100k doing this. Again, you get an extra 100k if you go to Egan. Don't get me wrong. Actually, no, we do have to also do this. Who do we want to chuck in the front row? Doesn't really matter, obviously. Let's just put Tino up there just to make the front row look disgustingly good. So yeah, Dylan Egan there. It does give you an extra like decent bit of change. I like Cant. I like Cant because he's just a good play this week as well. So yeah, Thomas Cant, come on down. I like it. We now have a tick under 600k in the bank. Love it. I will play Cant over... Who do you play him over? Boy, oh boy. I like Iongi. Do I like Iongi against the Raiders? Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard to go past the fullback, right? Like, he takes plenty of runs. He just needs to get a try assist, and he's going decent. And he's shown he's got attack in him. If the Eels, there's been so many times in the early rounds where if they used him out the back more, he's so good at nailing that 3-on-2. He's so good at it. So if the Eels can just start using him and attack more, the attack will come. So I'm happy to play Iongi. Purdue... Purdue or Shibazaki. I'm obviously playing Cant, but who... I guess we don't have to play White, but again... White... The Broncos pack is a little depleted. I mean, the front row is still strong, but out wide, they're going to be a little thin. Because you don't have to play White. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, just the center wings. I'm like, I want to play Purdue because, like, he's shown he's got that upside in him. But is the bubble gonna burst? He's had some good matchups and he's scored well, but like nothing crazy. I mean, his high score is against bloody Penrith, for God's sakes. But South, who will he be up against? I think you and Aiken. I don't mind. Like, they just attack so well to the left. And then Shibazaki, Arthurs, it's a roll of the die. Like, you sort of want to play both of them. You sort of do want to play both Arthurs and Shibazaki, right? Just because it's like, well... I don't know. I don't know. I'm so torn. I'm so freaking torn, dude. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. You know what's always good? Looking at who, like, because sometimes it's good to split up. You know, you wanna play in other games. So the Roosters Bronx, we already got a few. We obviously have a couple of Bronx. We got the Rooster in white. Purdue. The Rabbits will only have Purdue. We do have Lockie Hubner, but we're not playing him. We are playing Mama Zulus as well, so there's that. Yeah, it's pretty split up. The Eels Raiders, we got a couple of Raiders, we got one Eel. Oh god, this hasn't helped me at all. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know. It's like... You know what? Fuck off, Shibazaki. You've had your time in the sun. Go Thomas Cant. Go Cant. There you go. He's in there. So, now, the question remains, do I need to use another trade? Like, it obviously would behoove us to spend some of this cash, but the team is strong. The team is strong. It could be stronger, yes, right? But one, I'm not going Hughes because I still think I might be going Nico Hines next week instead of Hughes, but we will toss that up next week. Eli Katoa is the guy. But if we bring in Katoa, we sort of have to get rid of Naf White. You have to get rid of White. There's no one else I'm gonna trade for Katoa. You could wait, but this does come down to I'm not gonna have anyone in the Melbourne Warriors game, so that is all. Like, it's just like, I still like watching the footy regardless, but it does make it a little bit harder to watch. Like, if the Storm put on a clinic, I should get in Katoa. It's just like wide 38 break even. I mean, I do think he's not peaked. He will make a bit of cash this week. His minutes could be very good this week against the Bronx. Lindsay Collins is out injured. What else could we do? I'm trying to think. Because I don't... Like, I do want a Hughes. Like, don't get me wrong. I would like to have Hughes this week. But I still think I'd rather Hines. You could go Hines... You could just go Hines this week. But again, like, it's the same thing. He's got a big break even. And... it's sometimes good to hold. Like, I don't know. Like, this year so far, I've gone early and hard with the trades, and they haven't really paid off the week of. This week, when I'm like, I'll hold the trades, it will be like, fuck, you really should have got in like a Katoa going like 130 or Nico Hines going massive. Like, it's just the way Supercoach works. But like the 18 strong still. Who else would we even want? Like, maybe just do White. I'm trying to think, like, so going forward, looking at the forward pack, yeah, they're all doing well. Like, I'm not going to get rid of Hubner. Like, the thing about it... Actually, you know what? Okay. I sort of forgot all about this. But I was going to see, would I have enough money to go... Gula. Swing Tino up. Gula to Katoa. We actually do. We do. But do I want to do that? Because then I'm left with, like, no money in the bank. Which does make it a little bit tricky for what I want to do in the next couple of weeks. I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can. It leaves us 30k in the bank. It does, like... I mean, the forward pack is, like, unbelievable at that point. and we're able to keep Naf White. But the problem is that, well, one, we have to fucking we have to drop another player to fit Cant into the reserves. So if we're not playing White anyway, it's like, just get rid of White. Oh god, do you really not play Purgy? If we don't play White, like, I'd probably rather Cant over White. I don't think we do this. I don't think so. As much as this looks great on paper doing that, I still like... I mean, I would rather this than having the Nuff at this point, because there's so many great options. But I still don't mind the Nuff of Simpkin. Like, if there's a potential... Also, he can switch around from front row to second row in a pinch if we needed. But it leaves no money in the bank. So for the future, like next week... we then would have to downgrade somewhere else to be able to afford Nico or Jerome Hughes for, like, Starling or Mamazoulis for that fact. I guess Green, like, okay. We're probably, okay. I just remembered you do have a Billy Smith to come in potentially next week. So if you oh boy, who out of the center wing are we going to trade first off? Again, I don't know. Maybe Shibazaki. So Shibazaki, he's got a -2 break even, but his massive score will roll out. So if he scores another like 30 this week, he's probably going to have a pretty high break even. Is that what his break even projects is next week? I don't know. Or is that his score projection? I don't know. But regardless, like, his big score will drop out. If he scores low, he'll still make good cash this week, but then he will have a pretty high break even, and could start leaking. So Shibazaki at 500k down to Billy Smith 300 odd k. So you make 200k there. Then, how much are the halfbacks again? I think they're a tick over 700, that's for sure. Yeah, they're like 750 a pop. Hughes even more expensive. I mean, they're probably going to lose potentially a bit of cash. I can't do it like this. I can't do it. Pardon the pun for Thomas Cant, but I can't. I've got to. As much as it looks good on paper, no. I like to have the money. I like to have the money just because there's still some big guns like I want to trade next week, so I don't want to do it. So. Still, like, Gula the obvious one. I still am going to go Thomas Cant. Where is he? There he is. Slot him in. And then... So this is the problem. If I don't, I'm honestly, there is a big temptation to not bother with the second trade. But if I don't do a second trade this week, like, it won't mean I have to use a boost next week. But Billy Smith, I think, he'll potentially be like a must-have next week, I think. Like, if we look... I mean, there's every chance he could score low. He could get injured. He's an injury-prone guy. But what is his? He's not bottom dollar, obviously, so he's not necessarily going to make a ton of cash. But you would like to get him in before he starts making cash. He scored 76 points. So he's gonna have a very low break even. Yeah, -10 like this week. Obviously not making money. So even if he has a low one, he's gonna be very, like, you're pretty much going to have to jump on. I mean, not have to, but like it's going to be very tricky in the next week, like to get him. Well, no, it's not going to be hard to get him, but you're going to miss out on some cash for sure. So you're going to want Billy Smith next week. Jerome Hughes or Nico Hines, I think you've got to you pretty much got to get one of those two guys in, and even Eli Katoa, you've got to. Again, you could wait another week on Eli Katoa potentially, but like I don't want to keep waiting for these Melbourne guys. Like I think I should just do the White to Eli Katoa. It looks yuck on paper, but it's not that bad. Like White's done his job for me at the end of the day. Like he could score another decent score, get up to like 600k, but I think, you know, by season's end, that 550, I think that's like a pretty reasonable spot for him. If we look, yeah, Eli Katoa, $59 break even. It's a great matchup this week against the Warriors, Amy Park. Then Dolphins, Rabbits. I mean, it's very good. It's very good. You could obviously, again, you could wait a week, but yeah, you're going to be looking to use a boost next week. I think just go the boost. No, not the boost. Just trade White. Yeah. You trade White. We'll swing Horsburgh up. We are, you know what, and else, honestly, having Simpkins here is nice, actually, because we are running out of duels, so this actually, it's having that third one is actually rather nice. So I think get Ali in. This still leaves us a tick under 400k we can do plenty with in the coming weeks. I think that's right. I think it's right. Like, White's been great. He's been fantastic, but this is, I think it's just the way to go. So our reserves now, let us, so fully stocked. We'll obviously reserve, you know what, yeah, we'll still do Mamazoulis over Starling. Horsburgh, obviously, we'll reserve. Thomas Cairns, Iongi, and Shibazaki or Purdue. Shiba or Purdue. I know I did Purdue before. I just feel like the Roosters surely, like, amp up, right? They surely the Roosters put up some good fight in this one after getting rocked early on in the season. Like they've got to show something. I think go the Purdue play. It also gives us a Cowboy to root for in this one. So I'm happy with that. It does make our forward pack look very strong. You know, getting rid of White now, it is a bit of a, it doesn't feel great, but I think it is the play. I do think it is the play. So looking at all that, it looks good. Again, future planning, next week we're definitely going to be eyeing off either Jerome Hughes or Nico Hines. I still think Nico Hines could be the play, but we will wait and see. Obviously, either Mamo, Starling will go, and Sanders Smith can rock back up to dummy half. Who else have we got? What else are we looking at in the coming weeks? I mean, the centre wing, Billy Smith. I would say we're going to be using two trades next week as well, bringing in Billy Smith for one of these centre wingers who looks pretty topped out. It's going to be tricky. Like, if Shibazaki scores another big one, and Arthur's, like, maybe you do go like Robert Toya, but like, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens there. But I mean, Billy Smith's going to be very hard to pass up. And then the rest of it's looking pretty good. Like, we'll obviously upgrade. Well, yeah, I mean, looking at another gun centre winger at some point. Metcalf, we'll weigh it up for now. Again, I'm pretty happy to hold, but it is what it is. The forward pack is pretty stocked up. It's pretty stocked up. Don't get me wrong. I would love to get in a AFB or a big Tarpany for like over Origin to cover some of these Origin forwards, but we'll see how it goes. And Harry Grant in a couple of weeks. What price is Grant now? Honestly, what is his price? I mean, I still like Max Plath, but the annoying thing, Plath keeps fucking scoring a try, so his break even is like, it keeps getting lowered by these damn tries. The points have been like good. I don't know. I'm keen to see him go this week at lock to see the minutes and the rotation with Gilbert. But yeah, where is Grant? So Grant is tick over 600k. I mean, he's cheap. He is cheap for Grant, averaging 50. Break even of 63. You're not going to get him much cheaper than this. Like he could get a little cheaper, but there's every chance he comes out, pumps out an 80 plus, and makes some cash. So you're not going to get him much cheaper. If you do want to pick him up before Origin, I think it does have to be like, obviously not this week, but next week / round 8 definitely could be the play, and then you just hold him for the season. I think that's fine, and I'm still very tempted to do that, because even a Max Plath, like, as much as I would like him, I think he's a good chance of a bolter for a fucking bench spot. Like I would probably have him there as a benchy. Like he can cover anywhere in the forward pack. He's just an absolute goer, so I'd probably have him on the bench as well. So we'll see how it goes. But other than that, there's not much else to really look at. Let's have a quick squiz. Yeah, so it's got the backups as well. I mean, this doesn't matter too much, but we can at least have a look at like who are the upside guys in the major buys. So the first major buy, the Raiders play, but obviously, I mean, Horsburgh, yeah, I don't know. Does Horsburgh make Origin? Like, I feel like he should, but Queensland do have a fair stock of forwards to pick from this year. Like, compared to last year, I mean, Horsburgh back, Tino, Gilbert, it's looking far stronger than last year. So I don't know. I don't know if Horsburgh gets a spot. We'll see. But would be very good if he doesn't. Tommy Starling, I don't know. We might hold him. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I love Starling, but do we hold him that long? You could just plod along at dummy half and not bother with the trade. I still don't mind that, honestly. Olakau'atu could very well, like, I would have him in the New South Wales team, like, as a Queenslander. I hope they don't pick him, but, like, if they use him well, he's so damn good. So Olakau'atu might not be here. Nicholson, I mean, again, do we hold Nicholson for that long? He could be a guy that might be out of the team for sure. Thomas Cant, he won't be here. Cleary, Origin, Sanders Smith probably won't be here. Metcalf, that's why we're holding him. Pod play. Honestly, the first buy looks a bit of a fucking shocker. Ruben Garrick, he'll be here. Marge will be here. Thomas Jenkins, you'd expect. Toya, maybe not. Iongi, maybe. And then Kalen Ponga. You know what? I probably do hold Iongi, looking at it. Kalen Ponga could be, I don't know. Do we fucking trade out Ponga again? Yeah, I probably made a mistake when I traded him originally. Although, I did get Gutherson in. It's going to feel bad if I trade Ponga out over Origin. But we'll see. I mean, it's out of him and Reece Walsh. Who gets the fullback spot? I have no idea. It's definitely a 50-50 shootout, I think. So yeah, the first major buy looks a little tough. Who are the other teams? Like, the Bulldogs, I guess obviously like a Kiraz target. But, I mean, there's every... if New Zealand, like, obviously Lomax is injured, Brian Toto, he's been a bit injury riddled lately. Like, there's every chance Kiraz gets a fucking Origin spot. I wouldn't put it past him. Like, he's an absolute beast. But obviously Kiraz is a big a big potential play in the coming weeks, for sure, from the Dogs. Dolphins, yeah, I mean, Plath, maybe. Herbie Farnworth, yeah, I do like Herbie, obviously, as that just safe as houses centre wing keeper. Parramatta, there's no one really, apart from Iongi, or if Mitch Moses is back, like, I don't know, maybe. Manly, Garrick, no one else I'm like going to go out of my way to bring in at the moment. Penrith as well, there's no one other than Jenkins, like there's no one I'm going to go out of my way to bring in. Newcastle, we got Marju, well, obviously Dylan Lucas as well, so there are some big gun centre wingers to go, like, to look at. Kiraz, Farnworth potentially. I'd probably rather Kiraz than Lucas, but Farnworth is thereabouts. But yeah, Lucas for sure. I would love to be back on him, and I probably will be. Other than that, not much else. Roosters, Tedesco is the play. Tedesco is for sure the play at fullback. And, like, it'd be hard not to go, like, a Ponga to Tedesco if like, the other, if you couldn't make other options work. Like, Tedesco over Origin, if he's obviously not there, then, yeah, it'd be hard to pass up. And then, we might have Billy Smith. Could have, I don't know who else. I mean, we're getting rid of Naf White. It is what it is. That's fine. Sharkies, we might have Nico Hines. I am still leaning Hines, so we could have him. Who are, like, yeah, no one else at the moment. New Zealand, nah, nothing really jumping out. I mean, Wade Egan is going well, but I don't know. I don't think I can go Egan. He's just so. Every time you bring him in, he gets injured. And then Canberra, we've been through Canberra. What is the... let's have a look at the backup game. What's that looking like? So... Everyone? Everyone in my team is apparently fit for the backup game. I mean, that's handy at the moment. Who's even on the bye? I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I can't tell. But obviously, the Origin boys would see if they backed up. What's 15? Don't look at it like that. Look at it like this. Round 15. So obviously Titans play. So Campbell, that's good for him. Manly played the second bye as well. So that's why. I mean, Garrick. And I guess like. I still don't think I'm going to go Lehigh Hopewade, but, like, Hopewade is still really tempting because, like, he's going to play fullback. Like, I'm not going to go him, but, like, I could definitely convince someone to go Lehigh Hopewade still. Like, he's playing fullback. He's got a bit of a tough run coming up for sure. But the thing about it, right, over Origin, they cover really well, right? It looks like they cover very well the first couple of buys anyway. If Turbo's back and fit, there's every chance Turbo plays Origin. If he doesn't, right, Lehigh's still on the wing outside of Turbo, could put on a bunch of points in the buys. And if Turbo is playing Origin, then Lehigh also plays fullback when Turbo's out. So I still love the Lehigh Hopewade play. I can't do it. I can't do it. There's no one like I'm going to jump to get rid of, and I think there's like a couple other guys I'd rather bring in, but man, it's not a bad shout. The Roosters, they play the second bye as well, so I mean Tedesco even more juicy. The Knights also play, so if Ponga doesn't get selected, like, that'd be fantastic. Doggies also don't play. South. Yeah, Dolphins, Cows. It is what it is. And then the final 18. So the Roosters and Knights play all major buys. Okay. Tedesco is like a must-have there. He is a must-have. Also, Gold Coast, good for Campbell over the 2 major buys there. Sharkies, good. Manly also play all major buys, so even better for Lehigh. Who else can you have for Manly? Fuck, there's no one else really good that's not going to be at Origin. Like, Olakau'atu, if he's playing, sure. Daly will be at Origin. There's no one really else you'd fucking want, unfortunately. Cowboys, Drinky is still tempting, but you just go Tedesco over Drinkwater at that point. Dolphins. You know what? The Dragons do play that one. Wait, I didn't fucking... Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid, dude. I didn't fucking change. I changed this. I didn't change this, you fucking idiot. So... Oh my god, I'm all fucking mixed up. So the major pies, round 12, 15, and 18. Yes. So round 18, I didn't change it. So, okay, so the Roosters and Manly do still play all 3 major buys. That's right, isn't it? Am I going fucking crazy? Yes, Roosters, Manly. Roosters, Manly, Knights again. And then round 18, Roosters, Manly. Not Knights, but they do play the first 2. Oh, God. Dragons play 2 as well. Doggies... Did Doggies play all of them? Fuck, I don't know. But Roosters, Manly, obviously very good for it. Cowboys, good. The Storm aren't great, but it is what it is. Raiders, not bad. Yeah, I don't know. The buys could be tricky this year, but it is what it is. Like, you're going to try to not... I'm going to do my best to not target, like, too many players necessarily. Just target, like, the keepers that have the high upside. Because if you get a guy go off as your vice captain or captain, then you're going to have a good round. It doesn't matter if you miss out on like a couple of 40s from a couple of plotters. So it's fine not to have too many. The backup 13 look good. 16. So Dragons and Manly don't play the backup. So that's a little dicey with the Manly boys missing. You could definitely be finding yourself a little short with no Garrick, Olakau'atu, Gutho if you still have him. And then 19, we're not going to have... Okay, 19's a bit tricky. 19 will be tricky. No Manly again. No Raiders and no Rabbits. I mean, Rabbits aren't too important, honestly. There's not that many players of note. Manly is interesting. And then the Raiders, obviously, there's quite a few guys there. So 19 could be a tricky one. And then obviously the Origin guys as well. But that'll do for the buy. We'll as we go through the season, we'll have a closer look. But I think that's pretty good for now. I haven't, you know what, before I log off here, vice captain and captains. Again, the most important fucking thing of the round, unfortunately. Let us have a look. What round are we in? Fucking round 6. All right. I mean, 8 o'clock. It is later now, unfortunately, for us Queenslanders. It was nice, and fucking 7 o'clock was beautiful on like that Thursday night. It was nice, dude. But yeah, Panthers, Dolphins. Obviously, Cleary is a big shout. It's hard to go past Cleary as the vice captain. He's got a big one in him, and I think Blaze Talangi outside of him could open up a lot more. I think there's just more attack to be had. So I like Cleary, obviously. I mean, and then the next game you got fucking Gutho against the Titans. Oh, it's hard not to run it back. It's hard not to fucking run it back with the Cleary Gutho play. Who else do we have? I mean, I get Campbell against the Dragons also is pretty good. I'd probably just do Gutho over Campbell though, just with the recency bias. I would go Gutho. Broncos, Roosters. I mean, I don't know. If you had a Reece Walsh, sure, but like I think surely the Roosters are going to turn up for this one. I don't expect a massive pumping like they did earlier in the year. Sharks, Manly, I don't know what to think about this one. Manly was shocking last week, but again, I expect a bounce back. South, Cows, I mean, if you have the guts to have Latrell, maybe if I can chuck a captaincy on him, I don't know. But no one else there. Parramatta, Canberra, no one else there. Melbourne, the Warriors is obviously a juicy one. I mean, Hughes, Munster, Katoa. I mean, I wouldn't go Grant, but and Papenhuyzen, I always forget about Papi, but yeah, I don't know. It'd be a tough like that's the problem with like a captaincy in for Melbourne. There's so many that you can go for. It's just like, how do you pick? Like, there's probably going to be one or two that go off, but there's every chance that one or two have a bit of a down week. So it makes it a little tricky. And then Newcastle Tigers, I mean, I don't hate the punt on Kalen Ponga for a bounce back. It's at their home ground, 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. It will ruin or make your weekend. But at least it's the last game of the round. So if you've had like a good round so far, it's only going to ruin the rest of your Sunday, and then you'll be fucking shitty for Monday's work. But you know, at least the rest of the round, you'll be like, you know, I've still got my big Captain Ponga to come. Like, if you captain Gutho and he stinks it, then you've got the rest of the round to be fucking shitty and be like, well, my fucking round's ruined. So I can see a bounce back. I just, oh my God, the way they've been attacking, it scares me. Like, the Tigers obviously not defensive powerhouses, but I think for now, I'm going to rock the Cleary-Gutho combo again. I really hope Cleary goes big, because I just want to, I really just want to take the loop and not have to worry. I just don't want to have to worry about it this week. The interesting thing, no, I was just going to say, if I took a loop, obviously I can do it. I got Tino and Simpkins here that could drop someone out. There is the potential there that you reverse trade the Katoa, and then you don't, like, you still do the trade, because I don't want to use a boost next week, so no, that's fine. You probably just drop Purdue, I think. Probably. Yeah, I think so. I think you drop Purdue. Because you'd put Simpkins in for, like, one of the back rollers, and then you reserve them over Purdue. But yeah, we'll see what happens when the time comes. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. Make sure to like and comment, and yeah, hopefully we all have a good week. Hopefully it's a high scoring round. Hopefully our captaincy is fucking do well. It's always nerve-wracking, the captaincy, but we shall see. But yeah, make sure to like and comment. I'll see you guys in the next one.